Hello everyone. I'm making a rant video. Never thought I'd see myself doing this, but here we are. Current state of Destiny 2. Well, can't say this for everyone, but for me as a Warlock main, this has been pretty disappointing. Solar 3.0 was the biggest disappointment I think I've ever seen so far. Mainly because of the fact that it just removed everything I liked about the class. I used to main middle tree on Phoenix Protocol because it was really fun to get my well back over and over again. Now that isn't possible. On top of that, they made it where Benevolent Dawn no longer automatically triggers or automatically refreshes while people sit in your rift, meaning that they have to walk in and out over and over again. And it is annoying because I'll have moments where I'm with my friends and we're doing like a vanguard and I'm like, hey, do me a favor really quickly, just stand in and out of my rift over and over again. And you know, they're nice people. They'll be like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that for you. But it's it's not convenient to ask for. On top of that, they made empowering melee a fragment, which, you know, whatever, I don't really care. But then they made healing grenades available on every class, and then nerfed the hell out of them. I don't know what they were thinking when they did this, but it was a very, very, very bad move. Now, anyone who wants to forego having an offensive option can just have healing grenades. Like, sure, in PvE, healing grenades are amazing, but PvP, just on every class, it's just not fun. You know, as a Warlock, I want to be the exclusive healer. I don't want to be forced to do something that I'm not really comfortable with. You know, I don't mind being a healer, by the way. I love playing games where healing is rewarding, and that used to be the case with the 2.0 middle tree solar warlock, but not anymore. Now it's really hard to play that sort of play style because I no longer have the ability to choose between whether I want to use a grenade or charge it up for a healing grenade and throw it on the ground so I can run into it. I can't choose between the two. I have to choose one or the other. And that is a pretty significant nerf to my class playstyle. Overall, that pretty much neutered any chance of me playing the class. Now don't get me wrong, I liked playing Top Tree Dawnblade, but that was back when it had 2 Icarus dashes instead of just 1. Now you have to pop the really shitty fucking Heat Rising perk, which I did not like, by the way. I just gotta say this right now, Heat Rises is an awful, awful perk for me, because it just reveals your location to enemies on the minimap for free. Like, sure, it's got great PvE application, but let's be honest here, you're not using Heat Rises in PvE unless you're running Sunbracers with it. Even then, you don't need Heat Rises with Sunbracers. Bungie literally only remembered Top Tree Dawnblade when they were making Solar 3.0, which really disappoints me. I just haven't had a way to let this out until now because everyone was praising Solar Warlocks. You know, all the YouTubers they were like, oh my god, you can do fusion nade spam. Or, oh my god, Sunbracer's OP. But no one will talk about how classy restoration existed. No one will talk about how Lore Lies basically made Healing Rift and Empowering Rift no longer good because Lore Lies did both better. You know, I'm not even trying to say that to be a downer. Lore Lies literally gives you a free, sunspot, free damage, free healing, you know, and and then you look at that as a warlock, and you're like, well, what's the point of me being here if you could do it better? And that's kind of the problem with Destiny 2. Every class can be a better, can do what a warlock's job better. You want to empower your allies? Hunters can do it better. You want to heal your allies? Every class has access to healing grenades or some form of self-heal. You can't even give your teams overshield, but Titans can do it. And then there's the Well of Radiance nerf. They nerfed Well of Radiance by making it so that it no longer gave it overshield when you cast it. And that kind of killed it for me. Because, I know some people will probably say, oh, there's damage resistance and shit like that, but I just don't see it. And now, with the recent change to Quicksilver Storm, where the grenade mode can literally one-shot a well, even at 10 resilience, there's just no point in running Solar Warlock, unless you're trying to run Top Tree Dawn, and I don't like running Top Tree Dawn. I liked running Middle Tree Dawn. But that's fucking old news now. Let's go into the new news. We're getting fucking Strand, the green fucking Mountain Dew power. Can't wait. Actually, I can wait, because I don't want a new fucking Darkness subclass. I want rebalances to the old ones. A lot of playstyles were removed when 3.0 launched, and I'm not saying that some of them needed to stay. I mean, some of them could have went. I mean, Middle Tree Void Hunter was absolutely disgusting at times, because you could chain invisibility simply by getting headshot kills while crouching. In today's meta, that would have been overpowered. But yeah, honestly, I'm fine with that. I can't do the things I used to do. And sure, some people will say, oh, well, Arc Warlock exists and you can use a waveframe grenade launcher plus the slide melee to kill people. But to me, that feels slimy as fuck. Warlock didn't need the slide melee. Sure, it's fun, but we certainly didn't need it. Nor did anyone fucking want it. You know what us Warlocks wanted? We wanted the fucking Titan Thunder grenades. The Storm grenade buff, the Pulse grenade buff. All of that shit sounded appealing as fuck. But they gave it to Titans, because of course they did. It's not like Warlocks were the fucking grenade class. No, give it to the Titans, because clearly the class that was all about punching people. The class that originally only had shoulder charge on Arc and D1. Yeah. Let's give them a grenade aspect, as well as an aspect that gives them a free overshield when they sprint, as well as an aspect that makes it where whenever they kill someone with their melee, they can become amplified and get heals back. Yeah, that seems great. So they get all of their stuff that makes their class good, but I can't get any of my stuff that makes my class fun. And that's ultimately what makes me want to make this video in the first place. It's just that, Hunters have their playstyles, Titans have their playstyles, and Warlocks are literally relegated to just PvE stuff. Our entire class identity is just fusion nade spam on raids, as well as Well of Radiance. That's all we are. Without Well of Radiance, Warlocks literally do not have a reason to exist in this game, outside of lore reasons. Ikora, honestly, one of the more forgettable characters. No one cared about her. I care more about Zavala than fucking Ikora, because he's the head honcho of the fucking Vanguard. Cade I cared about more, because Cade was the only person who really the Destiny community could really be like, oh yeah, he's the funny guy. No one has been the funny guy ever since he died. Everyone's just been lame. Everyone's just been depressing and fucking, oh, you must defeat the pyramid ships before they invade Earth. Oh, that's all every single character has ever been in this game. No one has ever decided to just be fun, and that's what sucks. We can't have fun in this game anymore. It's all about trying to sweat it out in every game mode. Bungie wants this game to be competitive, and I hate it because because my class that I have sank hundreds of hours into, literally, is now the most underpowered class compared to the other two. Look at any hunter, any titan, and you can see that their abilities are just much better. You know something? I switched. There was one weekend where I was playing Trials of Osiris, and I was fed up. And I just decided for a moment that I would switch to my hunter. And I would play freelance. I think the map was like one of the realms of the 9 maps anyway. Point being, I was able to get to 4 wins in freelance on my own. You know? And I was laughing my ass off the whole time. I didn't have any good exotics at the time. All I had was stompies on. And I was laughing the whole time. I was having fun in PvP as a hunter because I can make plays. I can get kills. I can do stuff. You know, I can actually contribute to a firefight instead of just sitting there acting all pretty, putting down my fucking awful rift. And as a Titan, it's even better. Because as an Arc Titan, I can throw a Storm Grenade, I can shoulder charge and blind someone. I can put down as a Void Titan, I can put down a shield that's basically a middle finger to anyone who wants to peek that lane. That's what a Void Titan does. But for some ungodly reason, as soon as I switch to Warlock, the game slows down to a snail pace. And you know, I know the footage right now doesn't exactly show that because I'm rushing around with a fucking shotgun and like transversives, but that's the way I like to play the game, and I can't do that as a Warlock. Hunter, Titan, sure, I can do that. I could do that easily, but for some fucking reason, Bungie doesn't want a Warlock to go fast. Bungie doesn't want a Warlock to have shit. Bungie doesn't want a Warlock to have fun. Whenever a Warlock tries to do shit in this game, Bungie takes one look at them and says, "Did I just catch you trying to be shit?" And then fucking nerf the hell out of them. And yes, that was a fucking Boondocks reference. I understand. Someone might not get that, but whatever. God, that sounds so fucking lame. Whatever. Point is, Warlocks can't have shit compared to Hunters and Titans. And no matter how hard I try to recreate the good old days of Shadowkeep fucking meta, where it was hot hand cannons, shotguns, and running around the map fucking shotgunning people, I will never, ever get back to that era, because Bungie simply doesn't want you to be able to play that way. They want you to sit in a lane with a pulse rifle and fucking lane horn. That's it. There's no playmaking. There's no rushing in and having fun and getting kills. No. You don't get rewarded for charging in an enemy. You get punished for charging into an enemy, because the time it takes for you to pull out your weapon, they would have already gotten 2 shots off with their hand cannon. And that's it. That's literally the end of my fucking rant. I guess I'm just gonna leave the rest of the fucking gameplay up. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm sorry. Things have been. A rant video is not good, especially since I'm not even editing this in any way, shape, or form, but I just wanted to talk about this like in a podcast style, because I hope someone's listening out there. Someone that, you know, at least understands the kind of stuff that I gotta deal with. Hopefully a fucking Warlock understands. And hey, if you're a Hunter or a Titan who's enjoying the game right now, don't let my fucking words stop you, alright? You know? But Bungie designed the game for you to have fun, so have fucking fun, you know? If Warlocks were fucking overpowered, sure, I'd be uncomfortable too. But, you know, I'd still be having fun at the end of the day, and that's what matters. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop talking now, let the gameplay speak for itself. Later. You know what? After reviewing everything, I got some more stuff I want to say. What the hell were they thinking with airborne effectiveness in this game? Can I be honest? I've been playing Apex Legends, And I realized something after playing it. That game is just more fun than Destiny 2. It's got better gunplay. I mean, sure, the time to kill values are fucking inflated as fuck compared to this game, but they. You can jump and shoot, and you won't be punished for it. Isn't that crazy? But no, in Destiny 2, if you so much as even think about fucking setting 1 millimeter off of the pavement, you are gonna not even be able to hit the broadside of a barn. That's what they do. That's how they respect your fucking time in this game. You know, the developers of this game could learn a lot from the Apex developers. You know, proper fucking monetization. Well, maybe not proper monetization. That goes to Deep Rock Galactic, but like there's just a shit ton of stuff that Apex does right, and I'm scratching my head at Destiny 2. Like, guys, how are you? Like, I get it, you know, you gotta create your own shit, but come on, at least take notes when you do something. You know, that reminds me. The I have a theory that comes to all games where there's the game base and then the content is what they do with the game base. It's not like just a game engine. It's more than that. It's like the idea behind it, the core idea. You know, Destiny 2 MMORPG, 3 classes, that sort of stuff. That's what the base for Destiny 2 is. And the sort of stuff, the content on top is like a set of lines. I guess I'll use Bungie's example of this with the train and the train station. You know, Bungie loves to say that you shouldn't be building a train, you should be building a train station. But Bungie, I'm gonna be honest right now, the train station is already built. Y'all motherfuckers need to be adding trains to the station, bro. But they're not gonna be doing that anytime soon. Why would they listen to someone like me? Someone who fans over 700 hours on this game, plays it religiously. I'm not even a game developer. I just play that fucking game. You know, I don't know what kind of shit they gotta go through. You know, what kind of shit they deal with on a daily basis. The fucking harassment from the community on Twitter. Well, Twitter. You know what? Forget what I said. As soon as I mentioned Twitter, I realized my mistake. But look, just you guys gotta build a train. All right, a proper fucking train. The train you got right now, that it's Destiny 2, is not working. All right, the train of Destiny 2 ain't working. You guys need to refurbish that thing. Corinthian leather chairs or something. I don't know, a seat warmer. Maybe first class fucking battle pass buyers can get like a massage chair or something. I don't know, anything that can bring back the lifeblood of this game that everyone's been craving. You know, everyone says that post Forsaken was the best Destiny 2, but I wasn't around for that. I was around for the Shadowkeep era of Destiny 2. And you know, when a lot of people may remember Lord of Wolves, I remember hand cannon shotgun meta. I remember Fellwinter's Line. I remember stuff that doesn't seem that ridiculous in retrospect compared to what we have now. Especially since they just want people to go slower in general. It just fucking sucks. Why would they want people to go slower? Why would they want people to go slower? People literally quit Destiny 2 because year one, because of the fact that the game was slow, and they're trying to make it slow again. I just don't understand it. I want to be able to go fast as a warlock. And you know, Icarus Dash is cool, but I want 2 of them if I'm going to use that shit. I'm not using one measly air dash, and I'm not fucking using my grenade so I can go in the middle of the air and shoot someone. Especially since I'm fucking marked for death on the map. I'm not using that. No one wants to use that. When I'm playing this game, I want to be on a level playing field. At the very least, Bungie, give us a fucking level playing field. Give us a leveled train station. Fuck. You know, I said that I should switch to Hunter or Titan, but the only reason why I haven't is because of the just sheer sunk cost fallacy that I've put out of myself. The amount of time and money, or not, yeah, I put like down like $5 or something for a taunt on a warlock. Just the just the daybreak emo or whatever, where we clean the sword. That's all the money I spent on warlock. But the amount of engrams, bro, the bright dust I've spent on this class compared to hunters and titans is just insane. And there's no way I'll be able to get that back. I can't switch classes as easily. I want to look good. I want to have the titan drip. I want to have the hunter drip. But if I'm stuck playing as... But if all my drip is on warlock, why should I bother switching? My warlock... I managed to make my warlock look good. Good helmet, good robes. Well, okay, that's the end of my 2 clips that I've gathered for this video. Holy crap, this is over 20 minutes long. Yeah. Anyway, have a good one, fellas. Hopefully I'll be around when Strand comes out, but I don't know. Later. Later.